Rabosai, Freilich and Purim. Some people think that Purim is a time to dress up, become shikah, a time to joke around and be silly. But one should know that Purim is a very serious day. The Ari HaKadosh, in his Michtavim, says Yom Kippur is derived from the words Yom Kippurim. So really Purim is a Yom Kadosh, a Yom Yichud with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hashem, I've been in the Johannesburg Yad Shaul community for almost a year. And I just want to make it clear that I'm not a carbon copy of the previous Rosh Kollel. My job here is to start a community, to build and expand a Torah community. We're too insulated. We got to get out there. We can make a difference. Let us open our arms to those around us and welcome them, whether they wear a black yarmulke, a purple yarmulke. Modern Orthodox, conservative, and Reform. Even the Greek Orthodox up the road. Protestants and Roman Catholic. We have to show them all the uniqueness and beauty of our Holy Torah. I want to reiterate that we welcome everyone to our minyanim. Even people who wear colored shirts are welcome. Even though there's a Magen Avraham in Orach Chaim Siman Yud Beis that is mafakfek whether someone with a colored beged can be counted for a minyan. We, however, hold like the Vilna Gaon, who is Mekel, and on a Sunday most poskim hold that you can be Mekel. We have a wonderful community over here in South Africa. Our community has grown in Ruchnius tremendously. We've introduced new davening times and many new shiurim. However, there is much room for improvement. I would like to express a few ideas to continue the growth of our community. I am very busy, but I've discussed it with the temporary trustees. There's going to be a vote, and we're going to choose new trustees. But at the moment, what we have the trustees, and we have come to an agreement that there is a need in our community for a shir in Kabbalah. The Balatanya brings down in Maimer Dalid that Chatzos is a Mesugel time to learn Soda Shabbat Torah HaKdosha. So I'll be introducing a new shir starting at 12 midnight. Sharp. Please remember to bring your own refreshments and your own zayar. I want to talk for a moment about Tosefes Shabbos. We've already taken upon ourselves to take out Shabbos according to the Shitta of the Rabbeinu Tam. But there is a lot more room for improvement. And that is the Shitta of the Shazah. The Holy Shazah brings down in his Chuvas that Tosefes Shabbos only works at a full 24 shois before Shabbos. So I've consulted with the trustees, and from now on, Shabbos will be taken in on Thursday night. You don't have to worry about children being at the Suda, at the Shabbos Suda. It's only the Rabbanon. The children can be sleeping. If you put them to sleep on Friday morning, they can rest and then be awake, eat her early kiddush on Friday afternoon, and then put them to sleep. And then you can have a Suda. When making kiddush on Thursday night, one has to eat at least a kazayas for kiddush b'makom Suda, but not more than a kazayas, because it is still a suffix whether to make kiddush at all. To avoid confusion, there'll be a kiddush held at the shul, but one should remind his wife not to light candles before she hears kiddush. The Shazah goes on further to say that if a woman did light candles before she heard kiddush on Thursday night, she must relight on Friday morning without a bracha. On Shabbos, we've enacted that the Haftorah is read from a klaf according to the Masorah of Kollel Yad Shaul droshos. But that's not enough. There's a shita of Rav Chaim of Elazhin that one should be machmir to daven from a klaf, as the Anshe Knesset HaGadola wrote words of Kedusha. It's a mitzvah min ha-muvchar to use klaf for davening. So I've consulted with the trustees, and from now on we'll dispose of all the ArtScroll Sidurim, and we'll be only using Sidurim written in Ksav Yad on a cloth of the highest quality. I would like to thank the generous donors who've helped. You know who you are. Just another amendment I'd like to add. There's a mincha at 1:02 p.m. I've spoken to the trustees, and after much thought and deliberation, it is unanimous that the 1:02 mincha will be changed to 1:03 p.m. To bring achdus to the community, we must have common goals, and that brings me to one final halacha, techeles. As you can see, I have conformed to all the shittas, and I would like to just say that I think that we should all be wearing techeles. And I've consulted with the trustees once again, and we have agreed that every single child from the age of 3 and up must wear techeles in our community. I found the Ksav Yad of the Holy Shazah, Shloime Auerbach, who holds that the chilazon, the fish that is the blood is used for techeles, is actually the gefilte fish. The Shazah continues that the minhag Kollel Yad Shaul droshos is that a piece of carrot is placed on the top of the piece of fish. He's not sure what the source is for this, but he thinks it's mayonnaise. But since it's a suffix what color the blood is, we also hold, like a shita, that since it's a suffix, we use an orange string, which is a zecher to the carrot that accompanies the gefilte fish. I do acknowledge that there has been changes made in our community. You may not agree with everything, but as I've said, I've consulted with the trustees. I encourage you to come forward and we can discuss. After the census in Yad Shaul, we have decided that in addition to the tzedakah boxes that go around during Chazar Sashatz, there'll be a suggestion box and a complaint box in which members of the community can submit their input and feedback. In the complaint box, we'll be only accepting suggestions and solutions and volunteerism. Yehi Ratzain, that we continue to grow as a community. There's no doubt that it's my job to bring all of you to Eretz Yisrael, and we should be zoicha to see Mashiach b'kar b'yameinu b'Yerushalayim. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis Kempel.